All right, we're looking at a Dow Jones Industrial standing 17,727, 146 points lower than when the opening bell rang. And as we watch closely to see whether the Dow can end in the green for May, it's actually the Nasdaq that we need to look at right now. The month of May for the Nasdaq sees a gain of 3.2%. Tech has been very strong. If you've got tech names in your portfolio, most likely most of them have done well. But since the lows back in February, it's up 16%, beating both the S&P 500, which is up 15%, and the Dow, which sees gains of 16% since that same time. So let's get right to the floor show to see what's coming up. Guys, we're looking very strongly and closely at a June that's going to have a lot of news flow. It's not like the summer started and everybody's leaving, Scott. We're getting the May jobs number, OPEC meeting, and then, of course, the Federal Reserve may make a decision. So do you stay in your bets right now when it comes to stocks?
I think that you stay. Today, we're definitely getting a pullback. It's almost like the law of round numbers. We had SPX 2100, you had oil at 50, so we figured we'd get a little bit of a retreat. So the question is, do we hold higher so we could stay in June and see new highs? I think traders are looking to see SPX hold around 2077 to 2078. If that pullback holds that area, I think that will have a better chance next time we try and get above 2100.
Okay, we're at 2088 right now. Elliott, you at the NYMEX, we're looking at oil. It's not so much that oil's hovering just around or slightly below. It's sort of toggling around $50 a barrel. But OPEC is meeting Thursday. Personally, I don't think anything's going to happen. They can't get their act together. They can't decide on what to have for lunch most often. What do you think is going to be the price of oil after Thursday if any kind of news is made?
Well, you know what, Liz? I think look right at the board and you see what the price of... we've been going on this for the last couple of weeks talking about how you and I see eye to eye, in fact, that it's just not going anywhere. The real thing to actually look at is natural gas today, which is, although I have been bearish, is actually up about 4.5% today, and that might be worth looking at.
To what do you attribute that? Because natural gas is so unbelievably cheap at the moment. It's $2.28 per unit, million British thermal units. But
it got so cheap that we're using it we use gas for everything now. I mean, there's no reason people they're not burning coal when there's natural gas available at $2, and it's just they're worried about a hot summer and gas is rallying. There's still plenty of gas in stocks, but I mean, you could argue rig counts are down, but the rig counts that exist are more efficient. There's bullish and bearish news in crude and natural gas all the time, and I've just today natural gas had a good move to the upside. It could really continue.
That's why we have you, Elliott, to point these things out.
I've been wrong on that one. I've been selling natural gas.
Hey, natural gas is a hard call, but Larry, so is this market. We got very solid data today. We got personal income and spending. One could argue that we saw April consumer spending surge, biggest increase in more than 6 years. And what we're seeing now is that fear that the Fed says, okay, things are strong enough at least for us to endure a tiny quarter of a point rate hike come June 15th.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, anytime we get above 2075, we're in that pain trade zone. You're making a big assumption with the stock market. I mean, I'm confident, but I'm not comfortable right now. The fact is, you're assuming that we're going to see $130 earnings per share for the S&P next year. Multiples have expanded due to that. You're also assuming you're going to see 2 rate hikes this year, which I do think we will. I don't think we're going to have a big crash by any stretch of the imagination, but right here at this level, the market goes from comfortable to cramped very quickly because it's just being held up by the pain trade, the people just getting on board because, once again, we've rallied. So it's not going to look at fundamentals right now. I mean, unless we get a big game-changing number, especially this Friday.
Yeah, the jobs report, and we will have it the second it comes out. Scott, Larry, Elliott, thank you.